Actually, let me start this over. All right. Hey guys, welcome back. This is vlog number 3. So this week, there's been a lot going on. There's been a lot on my mind, like personal, family, business, health-wise, so on and so forth. But there's been one topic that's been like consistently repeating itself that I feel like I want to talk about. A friend of mine, Charnay, reached out to me 2 months ago, and she goes, "Hey Fabiola, I noticed that you're posting a lot about self-love and appreciation over the past couple of months. I would love to chat with you about your process." So this goes to you. I know we never got to have that talk, but I think it's an important topic that I think a lot of people don't talk about. And for me, it took me a long time to get me to this point because God knows I was never always here. I was always comfortable in my skin to an extent, I guess you can say, but I feel like there were certain things that I didn't know how to accept for myself. So let's rewind. And as some of you may know, I grew up in a Haitian household. On my mom's side, we're first generation American. And growing up, my mom is very feminine, very girly. She loves dresses, skirts. I wasn't that kid. I very much was about jeans. I was about whatever I was comfortable in to run around and play around. I hung out with the boys. We played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as kids. Yes, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Don't judge me. But it was always one of those things where I didn't really think twice about how I looked or how I carried myself. It was just, I was a kid. However, as you get older, things change. Going into elementary school or going into junior high school, I know that's when I started noticing people more, and I was just like, oh my God, I like these guys. And I remember always liking guy friends that I was really cool with, and it was always weird because I felt like they never really liked me. They always liked my friends, or they always liked the one friend that was always like gorgeous, and I was always just like, all right, like what the hell am I then? Like I don't get it. So that was me in junior high school, and it transitioned to high school while I was still getting out of the baggy clothing and going into more fitted kind of. I was still like in between. And then what didn't help was I didn't have a relaxer back then while everyone was getting their perms and all. I was just like, I didn't really care because on top of that, whenever I used to get hot comb, I remember I always hated how my hair looked. So I was just like, I don't want a perm because I think my hair looked a hot mess. So I just stuck to my box braids and my cornrows and called it a day. And then, Mother Nature came around and my butt grew into high school. For those of you who don't know, butt is the worst thing to me. So that was just really uncomfortable. So that's when I started getting attention from guys. So in my mind, I grew up thinking, okay, guys don't really think that I'm pretty. They don't really see my face. They see my butt. They really just see this. And that's all they see. So you can only imagine how fucked up my mentality was. I was just like, oh, they only like me for my butt. So when people just always talk about my butt, I always used to hate it because for me, that's all they saw. They never saw anything else past that. They never saw the person I was, how caring I was, how funny, how crazy over the top, how it just it just became one big persona of my butt. And that's it. I think over time it was just like as our girls were wearing more fitted pants, that was just like the trend. So it's just like, how do I cover my butt and still feel like, okay, I can still be a girl? God knows it took forever to get comfortable with. But then as I started getting more comfortable with my body, I still felt inadequate. I still felt like I wasn't enough. And for some reason, I always had some really freaking gorgeous friends, and I was just like, the hell, I need to stop hanging out with y'all and start hanging out with some ugly girls to make myself feel better. Yes, I was thinking that. And whoever wasn't, either great for you or you're lying to yourself. It's one of the two. But I think over time, I started just looking at myself in the mirror I started looking at who I was and saying, what do I love about myself? Even little flaws here and there, what do I love? Like, my butt I hated for years. But as I grew older, what I appreciated was how it gave me the feminine factor, even though I was a tomboy. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll take that little inch of femininity and put it into my tomboy personality. That's fine. Then one of my favorite attributes about myself is my eyes. For me, it's like, oh, that's my thing. So I always felt like when people would stare at me and talk to me, they're just like when you talk to someone, you can really pull them in. And that's one thing that I've learned, that when they say the eyes are a window to your soul, it really is true. And for me, that was like my go-to thing. And then from there, let's see, what else happened? I don't know. Either way, I think it's not an easy journey at all. I don't think you're I think for a long time you're sitting in that awkward phase where it's ugh, like you feel uncomfortable with everything. You feel like, oh, I don't really know. Oh, I just feel like, and you don't want to do what other people are telling you or asking you or showing you to do because you still don't feel comfortable with yourself. So how can you feel comfortable with other people? Now, I don't care. This is who I am. I accept it. Like, oh, one thing that I remember growing up, well, still recently, about a little bit over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, I was never really, I was dabbling into makeup and learning skills here and there. And I was like, all right, let me put some mascara on, put some eyeliner on, put lipstick or lip gloss. I thought that was fine. I think the minute I started working at Rag & Bone, Brittany and Dami, these two girls, y'all like the makeup gods. I remember watching them put on their makeup and I was like, now mind you, they're younger than me. Not that by that much, but they were very mature for their age. I just remember always thinking, where the hell did they learn this crap? Like, is this what I'm supposed to look like? Like, that's what I should be doing? And I'm not gonna lie, at first I felt very much like, I think I got a flashback to high school again where I felt like uncomfortable. Where I'm just like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to be doing? I don't really feel comfortable, this, that, and the third. And I think when you're not into makeup, you're thinking, oh, these girls are just doing it just to be like, just to look like everybody else, this, that, and the third. But then I realized, no, it's fun for some people. It's what they love to do. And it's like being a new character and like they like to make a better version of themselves. I guess you can say, kind of. But now, God knows, if you see my makeup bag, now I play with my makeup every now and then. I'm just like, oh, how do you do that? Let me try to learn. Or how do you, what is it? Bake your face or bake? Yes, how do you bake? That's how you know I'm still learning. So it's like little things. And like now my major pet peeve is like this one tooth I have. I had a cyst when I was younger in my gums and I had to get them removed. And now this tooth is dead and now this tooth is not looking like the rest of my teeth. And now I feel like I'm gonna go like this all the time and talk like this and not show my face. But at this point you learn, either you fix it or you accept it. Don't worry, she's being fixed. I'm waiting for dental work. It's gonna happen. But God made you this way for a reason. Sorry to become all religious on you. I got out of church earlier today and I was feeling what my pastor was saying. If you go to church, if you live in Harlem, FCBC, doesn't matter what religion you are, what age you are, come as you are, trust me, you'll feel like home. But you learn that you're made this way for a reason. You might not understand or know why to begin with. It's not meant for you to understand. You're meant to learn. You're meant to take the time and say, okay, this is the person I'm meant to be and there's a reason I'm this way. And some people have some traits or looks that you wish you had. That's fine. That's normal. I think that's only part of being a human being. You look at someone else like, oh, I wish I had that. Like, I wish I had Khaleesi's hair. oh, I think that's normal. I'm allowed to want something. Do I need it? No. Because God knows I see what people go through with hair like that. And I'm like, I'm too lazy for that crap. But at the end of the day, look at all your flaws and accept them. Look at who you are and just say, I'm okay with who I am. Look in the mirror. If you need to have a quote for yourself, if you need to have something that's going to get you through, do it. If you need to talk to someone, or if you need to just have a moment and just say, oh, I just want to fix this one thing. And I don't mean plastic surgery either, people. It's never really that serious. Makeup goes a long way, trust me. But there's a beauty in everyone. That's all there is. So when it comes to loving myself, I'm still working on it. I'm happy where I am. I know now that I'm 30, I think it's not the forefront anymore. My forefront is more so like getting my own apartment, learning how to drive, getting a car, having my dream job. Well, not job because then it's real work, but having a career. All I can do is accept who I am and love who I am, because I know there's no one else out there like me. And trust me, if you change something about yourself, I guarantee you someone will miss it. No matter what it is, someone will miss it. So just accept it and be okay and say, I like what I see in the mirror. I like this person, who she is. And if you still don't know who you are, which is absolutely normal, go find out who you are. Whether it's going surfing or going cross country or taking some painting classes. That's what it's all about. Discovery. But I think that's one of the most beautiful things you can do, is discover who you are. Trust me, I still am. That sounded really cheesy. But not seriously. Take the time and enjoy the life that you have, the person that you are, and the person that you're meant to be. Trust me, someone out there will. I'm still waiting on him, wherever you are. All right, guys. Till next time. Talk to you later. Bye.